Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of Dead End here in City Skylines. Last episode, guys, we created a brand new river crossing to get the cargo from one side or the other. Today we are progressively moving forward with our industrial areas, and we're going to create the first space industry type of industry within the region today. Now, if you guys do enjoy this, then please make sure you smash that like button down below. If you are new around here, make sure you do subscribe so you're notified when that next episode does come out. But we're back right now, and this is what we kind of got up and running last episode. The beautiful little crossing. Basically, we just kind of set it up where we had the train line extended coming all the way down. So did the road as well from the, what's it called right now? The Hillside Industrial. We slightly changed up how the kind of things play about. But it allows us to kind of take cargo from here directly over to there a little bit easier, because at the minute it was going all the way up to kind of the Browntown area. Cargo ships are going all the way down the river. It took too long. It's too far. So we kind of shortened the distance. We still got the original one in, but it allows our kind of floodwood import code to have a little bit more imports coming more often, which is really, really sweet. Things are rocking and rolling just beautifully. Now, we also started to add some kind of high density to Tumbleweed because we really did need to up the population, because the sandstone industry was screaming out for workers right now. But we're changing things up. My original idea was, oh my goodness me, they need more workers, add some more population. But then I started to think, well, the reason why they ain't got none is because we need more uneducated workers. But rather than not having uneducated workers, why don't we turn this into the space industry kind of zoned industry, if that makes sense, where you need higher educated workers? So then all the smarty pants can start working over here. It just kind of makes sense. And with that, we'll also try and build our car factory too. Now, we're going to go to the zoning. This is the zoning that we currently have set up for it. I'll extend it down a bit as well and bring it down to here, because I feel like we're going to have the car factory around this side somewhere. So just kind of squeeze that in right there. And if I go to then the actual planning for it, the policies, we can, if I just move this just there a second, city planning, it is now, where is it? It is, there we go, Industry 4.0. That's the one I want, isn't it? Is it Industry 4.0? Or is it the industry space planning? Oh, there's two variations. Hold on. I'm going to put that just there for a second. So industrial space planning allows zoned industry to work even more efficiently by overlooking a few safety laws. Doubles the amount of goods produced. But okay, so that pretty much just doubles them. Okay, maybe I don't want industrial space planning. Maybe I want Industry 4.0. Hold on. New technologies alter the nature of the industrial workforce. All industrial workforces are for well, and that's the one I want, Industry 4.0. It's for the highly educated citizens. Well, and highly educated citizens. So we're going to select that as the policy. I completely forgot Industry 4.0 existed. I thought it was just solely industrial space planning right now. But there we go. Industry 4.0 is now going to completely change all these buildings, because they're going to now turn into something else. But we'll let them do what they've got to do. I'll let them do what they've got to do right now. Now, also, with the way we've done stuff recently, because we kind of changed the line for the cargo, I'm thinking sometimes this here becomes a little bit overloaded too. Although this is overloaded, all the trains wait their turn. They do everything magically and beautifully anyway. But I'm thinking, like, we have the ability to send a train line down to here to do a V just there. So anyone coming out of the sandstone industry can cut through. Well, not cut through, but they can go to the... I don't know. I'll see about that one. But while this now slowly changes anyway, there's new stuff slowly being built. And you can see how it switches over from uneducated workers 8 to now highly educated 8. So things will slowly change. Not enough educated workers, so that'll be the issue next. That there's not enough educated workers. That we're gonna make some more smarty pants. So I will do that. I'm not afraid at this moment right now to get some smart dudes around. So we really do need to kind of up our capacities right now. So elementary, I do need to add a few more in. So I'm gonna squeeze another elementary school just there. And let me just kind of zone around the areas, or kind of a quick look. So the Fishtown area could really do with a few more. But it's too far away for where I want them to kind of travel. Okay, right. It's mainly more tumbleweed, isn't it, that I want more in. So I'm going to throw you just there. University is the big one. That's the biggest issue. It could come down to the fact that I build the third university. Maybe I need to do that. We've got our normal one here. What was this one over here? Was this the trade school one or the liberal arts one? How do you kind of find out? Oh, it says it here. Is that the trade school one? Yes. So all that's left really then is the liberal arts college when I do place that in. But that will just come with time. That will just come with time right now. Because even though they're all complaining, there is a lot of industry right there to kind of sort out. So looking at the topography right now, there's a little bit more flat land over there behind this currently huge warehouse. So we're now going to kind of extend the road slightly and try and build the car factory behind it. So if I brought you a bit further up, down to, so if I go to 20, it would be nice. Is that a full, that's a 28. I'm going to kind of, is it too close to run right there, or should I kind of slightly bring it in? Also, I kind of want that to be on the ground. Oh no, I deleted it. I didn't mean to delete it. There we go. How big is the car factory? You know, foremost. So that is this. Oh my good God. It is huge. Right, I'm going to bring that to there. And bring that across. I forgot how big this actually is. So that would fit in there quite nice. You know, if I just literally dropped it there, it would fit there quite nice. The train station is nearby to export the goods. I just got to terraform a little bit and then figure out what goods they actually need. So up that brush size slightly. Just pin it back a little bit. We're going to smoothen from the top to push that back. And then, really, you just kind of want to bring you down. Bring you down. Push you back. There we go. There we go. So, give it a little bit of water. It will have, it's got the power. I don't need to worry about the power anyway. So, there we go. So, it needs them. Animal products, plastic, glass, and metals. It's already got the plastic, glass, and metals. I assume plastic, or metals, plastic, and glass, all in them three. That is just a unique factory, so we need one nearby that is solely for animal product. So, large warehouse. Does it need to be a large warehouse? Do you know what? I'm gonna squeeze it. I feel like I just want to squeeze it there. I just don't know why. And we'll utilize that to be animal product. We are producing animal product as well, so that's, you know, not a problem, not an issue. It'll take a while before we start seeing the goods being placed over here. So now pump that back a bit. Alright, there we go. Right, sweet. We're on to something right now. We need a lot more educated workers, I know that. But we're on to something right now. We're on to something. So we got to bring more educated peeps over here. So it does then require us making, like I said, more and more people smarter. Now, as much as we just want to heavily rely on our kind of created universities to make them smart, it's not going to be the be-all, end-all of it all. We're going to have to place down some, you know, normal universities. Now, rather than placing this one down, there's a few other variations that I do have. I've just got to try and find them right now. This is a university, the Modern Technology Institute. I feel like that would be something good within Las Wages right now, if I can kind of find somewhere to pull it, because it is, again, a huge building. Unless I just kind of have it around these mean streets. Like, I could create like a nice little district just here for a little bit of or a couple of universities. Actually, we'll kind of see how big like a university first builds up. So if I brought a road out to here, go by 5 and just create a 5x5 T for just a minute. If I build that beautiful Modern Institute university right now, It's quite a good little thing to kind of look over, you know, the Tumbleweed area. It's on the edge too. I want to see how many people actually attend it. We can have up to 3,200 students. It says students in the city, 2,700. So we'll see how that goes. But that will be a big help in terms of making some more smarty pants for the Industry 4.0 industrial area. Now, at the minute, in terms of public transport to get over here, they can arrive via train. Now, obviously, they've got to get into Tumbleweed to take the train over here. That's a given. Which ain't a problem, because there's multiple trains that do lead over here. So public transport is not an issue. You just got to give it a little bit of time. Right, they haven't started to get their animal products just yet. So we're going to see a lot more trains heading over in that direction once we get some more on board. This is at 200 students right now, and is it slowly increasing? 241, 257, yes it is. So we just pretty much have to give it a little bit of time and just let things rock and roll, basically. Everything takes a little bit of time. Doing good on the old output right there. Looking swell, mate. Things are looking swell. So, at this moment then, we are now required to add in more people. Now, Tumbleweed is slowly starting to build up to be a bigger area than it currently is right now. I think more industrial high-demand residential zoning needs to be placed in. Now, we have a population of 82,000. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of you and then place in some high density. We are going to get rid of you, some high density, and we'll start placing some over on this side as well. We'll get rid of you, there, and there. So these are large changes we're now bringing into play. Tumbleweed is slowly transforming from a small town into a larger town / small city. But again, 82,000 population we had. Let's see how it changes as we now get rid and start to build in the high density stuff. So I've lost a couple of hundred of residents straight away. But we're going to need more people around this area in general. So we do need to kind of slowly start bulking it up. Now what I could do is slowly start to extend some of the roadworks around this place too. So they all I wouldn't say all slowly start connecting, but it all does come together a little bit more. So I bring you out, and then all these little kind of zoned roads do come together. So we're expanding the neighborhoods. And I'll do one more just down to here. Don't quite think we'll be ready for another kind of connection to the highway there, because it would cause a little bit of mayhem. We'll just kind of keep it to as it is right now. But yeah, we should definitely have this elevated going over. Is that how I did them ones by 5? By the looks of it, yeah. Bring you to there. We'll just slightly adjust the actual ramp itself. But bringing you up. Obviously, we're going to get this little kind of a back and forth just there. And obviously that will extend just to there. And I think that's as far as I'll take that one side. But we've really got to create more integrations for the town. I'll bring this one out by, let's say, 15. There we go. So it looks a little bit more natural. As we do then slowly start to extend the town. Just a tad. Just a tad, boys. So here we go then. Raising this slightly up so it kind of looks somewhat level. Not bad, not bad, not bad. We'll keep the water towers just there. And that residential demand is pretty much all gone. But we can add in a little bit more zoning for this commercial then. So if I got rid of all of this and turn this into a beautiful little shopping district anyway, because all this is going to be low density residential. So basically, we're replacing the inner town residential with high density, and then the low density kind of slowly kind of seeps out woods anyway. And then we'll do a nice little section there. I feel like I'm going to have to add in some more water works for the roads. That's a bit awkward how that doesn't quite go the way we want it. But we've got to add in some commercial here, there, and everywhere to kind of bulk stuff up. So there we go. So where does the water... Oh, it's only here. Okay, I'm quite surprised by that. I'm quite surprised with how much coverage of water we had within Tumbleweed. So that would just spend all the demands. We got residential demand being spent, industrial demand over here being spent as it keeps changing, upgrading. We then have the commercial demand being spent with the new zoning. So everything's now being spent, which will then in turn create more zoning and demands for the other areas. So slowly, slowly, catch your monkey. Starting to get a little bit of animal products over here then. So these guys still require the animal products, so it hasn't quite been delivered to the building itself. But the fact that we're starting to get animal products over here right now is a good kind of sign. There's a couple of trains lining up, so you would assume that they're also bringing some animal products over. A couple of trains on their way. We're getting there. We're slowly but surely, we're getting there. Hallelujah. Hallelujah right now. So what's this university saying right now then? 800 students. That's still a bonus. Now it's going to play around and mess around with my stats anyway, because we're also adding in so many more residents. But I feel like in terms of the elementary school side of things, we're going to have to slightly up our capacity, which is why I could probably go ahead and build a couple of additional schools and another high school in the area that we're kind of now working with. So if I just place the high school just there. So within these areas anyway, that kind of ups our capacity so we can, you know, educate more of them. But that, if I kind of go down to this kind of side, you can then kind of see the skyline of Tumbleweed slowly start to change. Nice. So this is all to bring the Smarty Pants over to here. Now the industry over here is now dying out because it took too long to get the smart crackers. Smart crackers? Smart cookies. Smart cookies! There we go. Smart crackers? You need to put some cheese and some pickle on top of that cracker right now. Oh my goodness me. But there we go. Let me see if I can kind of then start to build up more of the leisure to create some more upgrades. So, Plaza, Statue of Industry. We'll use this to kind of remind them of their lost heritage. I can't even English today. Lost heritage of what once was of the low density, well, the kind of uneducated residential. Is that a power line that I no longer need to use? Where is it going to? I say I no longer need to use it. I do still need to use it, but I think I'll take the connection from there. And then we'll place the statue, this statue anyway, just here. But I needed more stuff over here anyway. So, what I was going to throw in. No, I don't do the fountain just there. No, you don't make sense. The court place could. We have the lungs of the city. The old Market Street, but I don't feel like that's a very good desert-y vibe place. These will kind of go well. The business park. Oh no, that wouldn't go really well in Tumbleweed. What else we got? The servicing service buildings, maybe. The academic library could be good. I mean, we're pretty much using the majority of this, haven't we? See, Central Park. It's a fairly decently sized one. But I don't think it fits the vibe for Tumbleweed. We do have a I got a fountain there I can add in. Done the sports. You then really only got like this kind of stuff. And again, none of this feels like it really truly fits in. So what about this, like the generic park stuff? So I don't want to do all casinos and stuff like that because that again doesn't fit the vibe. We've got these little baseball parks. Which one of these will be pretty good? If I squeeze you just there on the kind of outskirts. Oh, the large cinema, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So large cinema itself, I'm going to actually squeeze over on this side to provide these guys with that little bit of a leisure boost. Anything after the golf course? I always forget after the golf course. No. There's your answer. No. The Aqua Fun Park. I'm going to put that just on the outskirts too. Then we need something over here as well. So maybe we get the track and run place. Just on the very edge to kind of boost things up slightly. So that would provide us with more leisure abilities. To kind of slowly start upgrading more of the buildings. So it's happening then. It is slowly happening. We've now officially got the animal products over here, which is good to see. 24% full over there. So we should now get a consistent flow of goods coming in and producing more and more cars. The car company is called Jubilee, which looks like the old Ford badge. It's pretty much what it's meant to be mocking, isn't it? Oh, damn. A lot more trains are coming in over here right now. And by the looks of it, is that the animal product carriages? I think it is. I didn't mean to click on that either. I think it might be. I think it might be. Now, not everyone's complaining about educated workers anymore. Have we trained them that quick? I don't think so. But that's taken 800 residents anyway. So this is looking good then. This is looking very good. Because, again, all that high density is slowly coming too. Very nice. So now it's just a case of just giving it time to kind of see itself through. Oh, we have traffic jams down here in Lost Pieces right now. Our very own fish. Wow, we have some serious traffic jams right now. What's going on? I don't even have... Do I have despawn enabled? Despawn... No... Oh, yes, we do. No despawning. So what's the issue here then? There... Oh. It's a pumping truck here. Is he holding everybody up? I feel like he was slightly holding everybody up, wasn't he? Right, what I'm going to try and do here is kind of filter the traffic through a little bit easier. Is drop a little bit of a 4-lane road just there. Right, just so I can kind of set this up. Oh, actually, I do a asymmetrical road there for here. There for there. So how it will kind of pretty much work is, this is the turning lane here. This can be straight over. Here we got the turning lane. Straight over. Here you're straight over. You're turning in. That is your left and right, but you go into this lane. Which does then kind of mean that these guys are then going straight left as well. But you kind of get the gist of it, right? I don't know. I don't know if that was the best method to kind of do that, but we'll see how the rest of this now flows. So at least it will pump the vehicles slowly start to pump them all through. It's still probably not the best method, because they're also trying to drive directly into this. Tuna Harbour right now. But if I also set these junctions up so they can just flow through them, it should somewhat keep the traffic moving. And then just give that a little bit of time. Just give it a little bit of time. It's not the best system. Definitely isn't the best system right now, but hey ho. Tell me a better system. I ain't got one. I could turn it into a big roundabout as well, couldn't I? But again, that's probably just pushing it too far. But they're now all flowing. This here is now all moving. Once the backlog clears through here, this will move all these. They're just getting caught up with people trying to get out and then more vehicles trying to get out. Wow, our fishing industry must be taking a huge hit right now. Revenue, fish. I mean, it's making a small amount of profit, but you can make so much more. It could make so much more. But they are also now slowly starting to pull out anyway. I did not realise we had... One, I didn't realise we had the despawning still turned off. And two, I didn't realise we had such a big issue over in Fishtown. I mean, Lost Pieces, not Fishtown. Next little issue right now is they keep stopping on this little bridge section, which I don't like them doing that. So continue to flow through. No questions asked. And by doing that little system right there, it's kind of now started to kind of clear us through a little bit more. You'll see some more movement. You can see every time a truck comes out, a new one kind of spawns. So again, you just got to give it a little bit of time because there's now huge backlogs in the buildings themselves. Because they've been waiting for so long. So just give them a little bit of sweet, sweet time. Which means we're now going to overload this because this is pretty much where they're all going to. But again, the rest of it should be pretty sorted anyway. So we should start to see some big rises in the amount of revenue right now we get from the fishing industry. But I do agree with what you're saying, even though I can't hear you right now, but I know what you're all saying. This system is so inefficient. Completely agree with you. But there's not much I can do right now. But they're all starting to move anyway, so that will all clear, and then we'll pretty much go back to normal. Right, we'll come back to Lost Pieces. We'll come back to it. So we had 82,000 population. We've nearly gained an additional 2,000 residents from what we've done to Tumbleweed, which has given our sandstone industry everything they need to be who they are. Really good. Car factory is still producing like crazy. We've got 42% filled up right now with the animal products. I think that's turned out pretty well for us. I think it's turned out pretty well. Now, would I be so silly to create the V here to bring a load of goods into here? I don't know. I mean, I can try it. I can try it, but I don't know whether that's going to be a good idea or not. Alright, 21. Oh, I see, it has to go over here, doesn't it? Alright, if I had about... if I did that there. No. $19. No. $24. Hold on. It's too close, isn't it? I mean, it doesn't even give us the ability to kind of bend it. I mean, that side does. You know what I mean? You gotta seriously bring it all the way in. Right. Just humour me, okay? Just humour me right now. Now, would they need to... They wouldn't need to turn out this way, because they're going to be coming from this side. If they're coming out of here and turning that way, you might as well go out this way. But I'll keep it in anyway, because, again, it'll be interesting to see what kind of happens. So I've got to connect it up to there, but if I do a 10 by 10 bend, and we're kind of bringing it all the way up. So if I use the connection tool for that, and really, I'm about to say really go to town with it, but you're not really going to get much of a wiggle with that, are you? There we go. That's a gradient anyway. This is not perfect here, but I just want to see what happens. My biggest issue would be that they use this here as a shortcut coming through, which will overload my train station. But I don't know whether they'll use it as a shortcut. Again, if they do, I'll make the line come around here and then bend back up to make it seem longer, so the only trains really using it are the ones that want to go to the airport, right? Again, we'll see what happens. I'm not proud of what I just created, but we'll see. The overspill's working a bit more too. Nice to see. Lost pieces. Oh, yeah. All the traffic has now disappeared. Very good. Is it? Yeah, there we go. I'm about to say, is it all the way over here right now? And it is. But again, once it's kind of dropped the cargo off, then, you know, we'll be making sweet money. Up to 8,000 in profit right now. It was around 2,000, so we've gained an extra 6,000 by sorting out the vehicles. Again, not too shabby. So, oh, okay. So one train has come down this way to go this way. Now, I'm assuming they're going to turn this way around. That's what I'm going to assume. Yeah. So it's quicker for them guys to go this way than crisscrossing over and causing mayhem there. Now, if these trains are going all the way around this way, it's still quicker to go round than it is to maybe pass through here. I assume? I don't know again. We'll see what happens. But very interesting. Very interesting none the least. 2,000 residents gained from Tumbleweed. Very, very good. And you still got 800 students? Yeah, roundabout. So we're starting to slow down a little bit right now with the amount of people going to university. This is working out for us, weirdly enough. Right, where are you going? Are you going to the airport or are you passing straight through? If you pass straight through, then we got some serious issues, boy. We would have seen the train pop out by now. So yeah, going around is still the quicker option. Alright, I'm happy with that. Okay, I'm happy with that. Cargo's pumping everywhere. There's a lot of it, but there's no issues with backlogs because they're able to kind of stop, start, wait their turn, and then go. Very happy with that. So since we had that little bit of traffic in Lost Pieces because we have despawn turned off, is there traffic anywhere else right now that I need to know about? Sometimes I don't like doing this because then I find traffic I didn't know about and get really agitated. But are we okay? How are we doing over here? Considering we got it turned off, we ain't doing too bad. So you can see the tunnel, all the traffic flowing through. Leading up to here, they're still able to sort themselves out. Down here's not too bad, even considering we got the new, whatchamacallit, airport in too. 79%, I don't see any backlogs. Okay, maybe apart from down here. But this is literally just because I had so many fishing tricks leaving Lost Pieces. They're still waiting their turn. So we're going to get that. We're going to get that. I'm not liking how they do stop and start here, though. Are they doing it here, too? Yeah, I don't like how they stop and start on these junctions. Now, I know the lane math doesn't work really well just there, but at least clear that backlog. Oh, that means we'll switch lane. I must have pressed the wrong button there. Pump all those guys through. Be able to filter themselves in easier that way. Now, this is just, it will take some time to clear the backlog. That's literally what it is. But again, it would kind of also be handier if I eventually had the train line hooked up to somewhere in Lost Pieces. But that's even more trickier because I just don't know how I would do it with all the gradient changes and heights. That might be a headache for another day. That might be a headache for another day right now. But 2,500 additional residents gained right now. Industry 4.0 doing wonders. And they're going to slowly upgrade as well over time. We've got that commercial demands right now. So let me see where I can spend it. Where can I spend the commercial demand? There's not enough commercial over here. But where would you place it? Right, I'm going to kill a row of 4 just there for it. And I'll kill the back of this school section here for it. There we go. Over here, there's decent amounts, but there still could be a little bit more added in. Some commercial around the university is a good shout as well. Because we could actually benefit from the students doing some shopping. That's actually a good call, isn't it? And anywhere else? Alright, do a little section there. And again, do have a little bit there, but I think I'll leave it for there. Over in drought, anywhere good? So drought, we could again do a little bit of high density. I think we'll just take it just to there right now with that. No really more in there anyway. Oxbrook. There's a space just there for some low density. Same just there. Sweet mate. And then tumbleweed. I'm thinking we do need to then start thinking about some high density commercial areas. So if I got rid of this whole strip there and went high density commercial as our first little section, we really are starting to transform that little town, aren't we? It is slowly starting to happen right in front of our eyes. Glorious. There is now starting to be a lot more industrial train traffic, but again, they all wait their turn, then they go, and the traffic disperses. Down here, pretty much more of the same again. They all wait their turn, then they go. But I'm so glad we did separate passenger lines as well, because now all the passenger train traffic would kind of be waiting too. So that's kind of worked out pretty well for us. But like I said, we do have ridiculous amounts. Ridiculous amounts. But there's not much we can do, I'm afraid. The whole region is built upon the train. Oh, this cemetery is full. Remove the bodies and burn them! That just sounded so evil, didn't it? It really did. But guys, I think we're going to end it here anyway. I think we've done a pretty good job so far. A pretty damn good job. We've expanded and extended Tumbleweed. We've added in nearly 3,000 additional residents, which is all pumping towards them getting highly educated and working in our new Industry 4.0 area. I can't believe I don't have despawn turned off. No, turned on. So all these vehicles right now, they could not despawn at all. And we still have minimal traffic here, there, and everywhere, which I'm really, really impressed with. Very impressed. Do you know what? I'm actually really impressed. Things are working out for your boy right now. How's the UFO crash site? Still get the visitors? Yeah. Cool. Someone said to put parking around here. I don't think we should. I'll try not to turn it into such a huge tourist hotspot anyway. But guys, we're going to end it for here. I hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So good.